Hi everyone, I'm Ananda, the Galactic Mystic. Welcome to my channel and welcome to our Aquarius full moon. This is the moon of deeper presence. All right, everyone, how's it going out there? So, for the past few days, well, I'm recording this on the 9th, which is later than I usually get these out, but um, we're all just doing our best. It's been busy. The energies have been wild. And since Sunday, we have been hit with a significant amount of geomagnetic space weather. As you can see, this has been strong for a while, and this can make our bodies feel very tired. And it's also important to know that it's believed that this energy affects all biological life. So if you have pets, if you have animals that you love and care for, they may also need some extra attention, more nutritious food at these times, and sometimes they can be clingy or extra tired, and so can we. So today I literally just had to go take a nap before I could come do this, and it is what it is. It is important to take care of our bodies in all of this energy, not just this space weather situation, but just the energies are just, it's like we are all live wires, and it takes a new kind of management and care to continue to move with ease through the world these days. But that's not news to you, right? We all are definitely feeling this. So here we have our full moon in Aquarius at 19 degrees and 21 minutes of Aquarius. Here is our sun moon opposition. And this full moon is taking place on August 11th, 2022 at 9:35 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. We had an Aquarius new moon back in February, and we set some new intentions. We have had a 6-month maturation cycle, and now we are at a full moon where some things are coming to a completion, some things are coming to an end so that we can begin a new cycle. Our Leo new moon, July 28th, this was the moon of the new king, king being the new priority in your life, the new thing of real value. There was a theme with gold with that new moon that was very interesting. And what does gold represent to you? This can be very individual. Is it something that we covet, that we put on a pedestal? Do we give it more importance than things that are right in front of us, things that we can eat, feel, nurture our bodies with, things that bring us joy, etc.? And this is a metaphor, of course. Why not go straight to the thing that is actually of value? Why do we need an intermediary? It's a reevaluation, a metaphor for one in all of our lives. So here we are at our Aquarius full moon. So if Leo is an energy of receiving love, Aquarius is the energy of giving love. They have very different methods in their giving and relationship with love, both of these signs. Aquarius, ruled by Saturn and Uranus in navigational astrology. And this full moon is conjunct Saturn, and it's square Uranus and the North Node Uranus Mars conjunction. That is, Mars is moving along here, but this is still being felt. We still have our our fixed grand cross, we are digging in. So, Aquarius is often viewed as a type of evasive energy. They are an air sign, but Aquarius carries the cup. They are the water carrier. Aquarius carries their emotions. And being ruled by Saturn, there is this desire to control our emotions, be dignified, be cool with our emotions, restricted. But then we have Uranus, who wants us to break out of any kind of ruts, any kind of boxes, any kind of labels. We don't want to be, that energy doesn't want to sit still. It doesn't want to be labeled in anything. And of course, Uranus is in Taurus, which is a fixed sign. So that is already a little bit of a frustration, but this is a long cycle with Uranus and Taurus. So what happens when we have two sort of opposing energies? We could think of Saturn as being traditional, restrictive, responsible. We can think of Uranus as being innovative, freedom seeking, really valuing the individual. They can be very opposite types of energies. And in a square, this is a struggle. So even if we look at this, this grand cross, it's still the same thing. It's this locked in fixed energy. Fixed energy doesn't like change. It doesn't want to move. It likes to stay where it is and dig in. But these are frustrated energies. Mars, I like Mars in Taurus. I always say that, but Mars may not himself like being in Taurus because he wants to move, move, move. These two are like conspiring together. Like they're like, let's get some shit going here. Let's get this energy going, but it's all locked in place. So the image that keeps coming to me is the beings that are in the dark crystal. I think they're called the Urskeks. I may not be saying that right, but this is the magical, mystical being that is created when the race of the mystics and the race of the Skeksis become one. They transcend the potential that is in each of the polarities. Now we have a really interesting black hole situation here. This full moon is conjunct a black hole that it's so wild. It's one of the strongest radio sources sources of radio frequency in our skies. And there is a buried quasar detected in the center of this black hole in the host galaxy. So this black hole is called Cygnus A. It's also called 3C405, which is not a very sexy name, but nobody asked me what they should name these things. So I'm going to see if I can find an image to share, and if there's an image of this black hole that you're looking at right now, and I will put the credits for this image in the description box below. So there are these two jets in this black hole. Like, it's huge. This is massive. This is a massive galaxy. And how unique. So we have a buried quasar, and we have these two jets that are propelled by the friction of the gas inside. Like, that just makes my head hurt. I can't even comprehend what even that is. Of course, I'm not an astronomer because I don't like math, but think about this. We can think about these two arms in these two giant, massive arms in this black hole as Saturn and Uranus, each one wanting to do its own thing. And in their insistence in not bending, it exist in such an extreme state of duality, when the truth is that there's a buried quasar in there? Is that, metaphorically speaking, is that quasar the equivalent of the Urskex, or that mystical being, that, that magical alchemical thing that happens when two opposing forces, two magnetic poles, all the opposites, when they are in unison, when they stop fighting each other and relax into a win-win situation, a totally new situation, a surprising situation that they did not have access to when they were insisting on only the two things. Whatever is happening in your life, there is no doubt a choice before you. And it may seem like it's a black and white situation, and you may feel pressured or agitated to make one or the other decision. And the energy that I see in this is that there's actually a third option. And it maybe isn't so much that we have to pick a side, that we have to be right or wrong, that things have to be black or white, that there has to be this rigidity of both of these planets. And where, yes, Uranus may not be thought of as rigid, Uranus is rigid in his lack of his insistence of pushing against or breaking away. And yes, Saturn is also very insistent on being stable, being responsible, being cool, being dignified. And there's a hidden quasar. There's a hidden treasure. There's a hidden gem. There's a diamond underneath all of that pressure. And we have to sit in this, just maybe we have to sit a little bit in this grand cross and go deeper rather than one way or the other way. Maybe when we sit and go deeper where we are, this is metaphorical, make it work for you. What is happening in your life, or this is what's being, this may be the hidden wisdom, the hidden gem. If we sit right here in the center, maybe the plates will shift and we can see the treasure within. Maybe there's a whole other thing possible that you cannot access when you as in we, me, all of us are pushing against one thing or the other. I don't mean to be soapboxy, but it's Venus has just entered Leo. This is the season of the pure of heart, of the lion-hearted, the courageous of heart, the warm of heart. We have to open this gate up in order to sit in this fixed energy, to find the magic within, to find that alchemy of a path we could not imagine before. And within that is 0 point, all possibility. We let go of the pushing against and the grasping, and we sit with our consciousness in Leo. We are worthy of all good things. We sit with the moon in Aquarius, conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. We are cool under pressure. We are responsible with our emotions, and we allow new thought to come in. And we're not necessarily interested in what everyone else is doing. We are turning away from the need to control others and the need to be controlled. We're turning away from that. That's old and done. We're turning towards a future that is more natural, It's probably out of our comfort zone, and we can't even imagine because it's leading edge. We have the energy to get there. It will be frustrating, surprising, shocks and awes, but this is where we're going. We can't get stuck in either one of these energies. Inside here in this center is the magic, the fifth element. We have some beautiful energy here with Chiron, who is sextiling the full moon and trining the sun. So this gives us a beautiful opportunity for healing any wounds around rejection. We, with Mercury in Virgo, we actually have the ability to break down and understand and analyze where these wounds come from. Chiron in Aries is about our right to exist, our right to be who we are, our right to lead, our right to want what we want, to be validated simply because we exist. It's a deep one. That's a deep wound to be rejected at your just right off the bat, right? And so this energy is incredibly healing. And that healing work supports this whole thing we've got going on. If we feel sturdy, strong on the inside, we're much more likely to be able to sit within this 0 point here. And Mercury is giving us the mental aptitude to do this, to figure things out in a way that's more logical and not so emotional. There's a lot of logic in this full moon. But it's balanced by the beautiful Leo sun and the beautiful Leo Venus energy. So it's kind of the best of both worlds where we've got the heart and we've got the mind. And, you know, even our emotions are we're able to separate them if we try. The energy is supportive of that. I do have to say, we have a pretty powerful asteroid situation here with the asteroid Shiva, which is named after Lord Shiva, the great destroyer. Now, the word Shiva, the name means auspicious one. And he is, of course, one of the trinity of gods that embody the universal forces of creation, preservation, and destruction. And that's Shiva, the Lord of the dance. He's often portrayed dancing joyfully upon Maya, which is the spirit of ignorance or illusion. This conjunction with this full moon, though, with this asteroid is 0 degrees and 0 minutes. It is absolutely exact. Now, again, this, we all fear destruction, but we cannot have anything new without the destruction of the old. And destruction doesn't have to mean destruction. Destruction just means the end of a cycle. It means that, we're setting aside one thing, we're finished with one thing, we're picking up another thing, beginning something new. Every single thing that we want in our lives that we don't have, there has to be some type of destruction, release, letting go, and ending before any of those things can come into our lives. So we want this. The unknown is scary, yes. But again, everything new comes on the tails of an ending. So we have this beautiful and powerful support in our attempt to sit within this energy and go deeper where we are, to have a deeper presence rather than a scattered presence, to do the work of recognizing duality, but not necessarily buying into it. There doesn't always have to be a right and a wrong. There are multitudes of options in between there. And this is what we have to embody. This is what we are bringing to fruition this full moon. Another just lovely energy added in here is the asteroid Amor. The asteroid Amor was named after Cupid because it orbits so close to the earth, like a lover, like he's coming in for a kiss. And this asteroid is conjunct the sun, opposing the full moon. And with Venus in Leo, I mean, if you are partnered and you are able to lavish your partner a little bit more and allow your own lavishment, I don't know if that's a word, but to sort of that, get those royal juices flowing, let that freak flag fly. You know what I mean? Mm, I love y'all. Let me know how you doing. If you're interested in a reading, visit my website. I have lots of options. If you're interested in having closer access, live events, my daily posts, come join us in my private community. The links for all of that are in the description box below. And I am just sending all of my heart hugs to you. I hope you are taking good care. And I hope that this full moon is enlightening and beautiful for you on your path. Much love. I'll see you soon.